EPWTV, I'm the voice of Explosive Pro Wrestling, Dean Olsen.
And I'm Eric Mac.
Now in this episode, we're going to take a look at what's going to be a massive match on November the 3rd at ReAwakening 17, Jonah Rock up against Julian Ward.
Now Jonah Rock has been on an absolute tear. He's one of the most in-demand Australian wrestlers, not just in the country, but around the world.
And Julian Ward's 2018 has been filled with ups and downs, but you can't deny whenever he's inside the EPW ring, he continues to impress and be one of the hottest rising stars. And right now we're going to take a look at one of his biggest matches for 2018, a last man standing match with Gavin McGavin.
Our next contest is a last man standing match. The first competitor unable to make it to their feet and answer the 10 count will lose. Introducing Julian Ward! Now his opponent. He is the 2017 EPW Wrestler of the Year, the real wrestler, Gavin.
Oh, Julian Ward! Wasting no time in this one, ladies and gentlemen. The entire year in the making to get to where we are right here. It is Gavin McGavin up against Julian Ward in a last man standing matchup. This is about as personal as it gets.
This one has been cooking all year. It's a battle of respect. Julian Ward feels like he's being disrespected.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to professional wrestling, a last man standing matchup is you have to incapacitate your opponent so he can't get up and answer the count of 10. That is how you win the matchup. So you're going to inflict a hell of a lot of punishment to even be a chance to get the win in this one. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for some crazy stuff in this one. Everything is legal. Just got to keep your opponent down for the count of 10.
Oh, right there on the hardest part of the ring.
See some weapons! Whoa! See some weapons!
Gavin letting people know people want to see some weapons.
Well, he just brought out the one-finger pistol instead.
I want to talk about respect. Gavin's side of the fence, he dislikes the disrespect he feels he's getting from Julian Ward, who just hit a beautiful vertical suplex. McGavin was an important part of Julian Ward's training. But he says whenever Ward gets interviewed, spoken to, he talks about being trained by Shane Hayes, now Shane Thorne, and of course when he trained over in Canada by Lance Storm, and McGavin sees this as a spit in the face, and that is what has led to him to basically kickstart this feud. And it started at Hot Summer's Night. It started here. Julian Ward won by disqualification, and then McGavin managed to defeat him at our first shot at the Aberdeen back in March.
Look, if I was McGavin too, I'd be annoyed too. Nobody likes a name dropper.
Be that as it may, of course McGavin won a four-way matchup at EPW versus Progress. Meanwhile, Julian Ward teamed with Travis Banks and got the win, but when Banks was congratulating Ward on a fantastic effort, Gavin McGavin just flat out attacked Ward backstage, and that led to David Storm getting involved in sort of talking to Gavin McGavin and saying, hey, you want to talk respect? You know, and that led to a match between David Storm and Gavin McGavin. I'll tell you what, that matchup was absolutely huge, and McGavin was victorious. We don't know where the future of David Storm actually lies. He's got some time to... We're not leaving that one alone.
Look, it's not the size of the kendo stick in the fight.
Gavin and some of the crowd just yell at Star Wars. Oh, kendo stick to the back. Side Russian leg sweep with the assist of the kendo stick. As I was previously saying, McGavin defeated David Storm, which was massive. McGavin was saying that he's sick of being the top of the mid-card. He wants to be a main eventer. He wants a shot at the EPW Championship. Of course, Julian Ward wanted to finish this once and for all. McGavin declined the matchup. He said, you don't need my league anymore. I've defeated David Storm. But then at the Aberdeen Hotel, it was Julian Ward who put a chair across the throat of McGavin.
He coerced him into this match. Oh, and he's going to be regretting right now as we see the kendo stick splintering all over Julian Ward's head there.
Well, Ward won this matchup. He wanted last man standing, and McGavin's just letting him have it. Oh my God, look at that kendo stick. It is annihilated.
I don't know if you've ever held a kendo stick before, but to actually break one like that means that was a lot of force in that shot.
Look at the...
It's already welting up.
I believe he's bleeding on the bicep. Batter up. He's called up on a strike. Oh, you're a nugget by Julian Ward. This one is personal, Eric. These guys go way back. At one point in time, they were really close friends.
Absolutely, they were the best of friends when they were training together. They were just starting to find their feet. But now everything's changed because, as you say, Gavin McGavin truly feels that he is well and truly above Julian Ward.
I think he feels he's above everyone, basically. And of course, Gavin McGavin, he mentioned online, if you follow EPW's social media, he is a former two-time EPW Hardcore Champion. He has this style of wrestling in him, and he's been successful in it in the past in Explosive Pro Wrestling, which you can see at our Vimeo channel from the vault.
Absolutely, he's an intelligent man, and when you add weapons to the mix, he's going to have to outthink his way out of that one, which he does.
He's going for one of those German suplexes. He delivers so well onto that chair. Luckily, Julian Ward got out of that predicament. Whoa!
I think he was a victim of being too agile for his own good there. Literally became a sitting duck.
Julian Ward, I tell you what, this guy, you want to talk about rising stars, made it to the finals of the Invitational Tournament last year. Has been on one hell of a roll this year. Gavin has a chair in hand.
Oh my.
Oh, this cannot be good. Eric. Oh! Have you ever seen something like that before, Eric?
I have not, and I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again because that should be it. That's absolutely brutal.
That is nasty. Would hate to think of the possibilities of damage to the neck of Julian Ward. McGavin just needs to sit back down, let the 10 count play out.
Again, this is the unfair advantage that someone like Julian Ward has when he's struggling to get to his feet and the crowd are willing him up.
Gavin sees Ward get to his feet, does not waste a second, grabs the hair, drags him to the outside, and a neck breaker on the outside ring apron. The thing about McGavin, you said before, he is a smart wrestler. And he is, as he says, the real wrestler. He's very good with his technical prowess. He's been a hardcore champion before. There's so many facets to the way he conducts himself that he knows how to get the job done. The fact he can throw all of that in the pot, so to speak, of this matchup, is going to make for a hell of a time for Julian Ward as they're now up near the entrance ramp. Oh, Julian Ward! Oh, he just medical suplexed him onto that ramp. There's no give at all on that ramp, ladies and gentlemen.
We talked about the apron being the hardest part of the ring, but as this match goes on, I think we're going to find out that these guys are going to fall places they just shouldn't be falling.
Well, it's all about hard-hitting offense. You need to essentially try and knock out your opponent. So it's all about blunt force. So far, we've seen chairs and kendo sticks. Who knows what the hell Julian Ward's going for now under the ring. Well, scared to ask. He's got a table, Eric.
Oh, goodness. Why do people keep tables under the ring?
Well, I mean, we need a table to sit at and conduct our commentary during a matchup. Of course, we have Ring Bell Mel and Ring Announcer Jones Good. They have a table to sit at.
Yeah. So who's feasting at the table underneath the ring there?
I should probably get to shows earlier to find out answers to these questions, but nonetheless, the table is now set up in the corner. Julian Ward's arm still bleeding. Ward now getting the crowd inside, charges in. McGavin throws him high and to the outside.
That was a mistake there. Gave McGavin some time to recover. Again, going to the crowd.
Ward with a springboard. Oh, and he just wears the chair, literally. This match is never going to be pretty, Mac.
That is clever stuff from McGavin, and dare I say, I don't think the chair around the neck is going to become a Milan fashion staple.
You're a wise man, Eric McGavin now going straight back to work. He does not want to sit back.
He might not have a choice there. McGavin setting up the chair.
Got him elevated over that top ring rope. And just drills him down hard with the DDT onto that steel chair.
Olsen, with last man standing matches, they get so brutal that they become uncomfortable to watch. But you can't look away. The way that these guys are violently raising the stakes as this match goes on. What is it going to take to knock someone down for a 10 count?
Who the hell knows? Something like that could get the job done, Eric. I was about to say that the history is showing in explosive pro wrestling. Last man standing matches leave one hell of a path of destruction. Of course, you can get the best of explosive pro wrestling Blu-ray, where the #1 match voted by the fans is the greatest match in EPW history was a last man standing match between Richter and Bobby Marshall at ReAwakening 8 for the EPW Championship. And anyone who was there or has seen that match will never forget it. Richter bled, dare I say, half a bucket worth of blood that night. It was something else. That still to this day just sends shivers down my spine.
Well, when you think back to matches like that, it gets all black and white and grainy and scary to think about. McGavin may be posturing there. Ward has managed to get up to his feet, and that is an incredible effort after the chair shot he just took.
Ward's on his feet barely. Oh, he's bleeding, Eric. He's busted open, but he's letting McGavin know via sign language that he's not ready to stop just yet, not by a long shot.
There's no blood rules in EPW. Ward's going to have to just keep on going at it here. No substitution. And now McGavin's really pounding home the advantage.
Just belting those fists into the bloody forehead of Julian Ward, showing everyone his proud work.
insult to injury there.
That is a deep gash on the head of Julian Ward, and this is going to play into the favour of Gavin McGavin. The more blood he loses, the faster he's going to fatigue.
Absolutely. You talk about the impact moves in Last Man Standing. There's a lot of strategy to it as well. You lose blood, you lose energy, you lose your feet. If you can't literally stand, well, there's no chance in the Last Man Standing match.
You can also lose actual focus as the blood goes into the eyes. Oh, wow! Oh! Powerbomb. Julian Ward just launched McGavin through that table.
Well, if that's losing focus, Olsen, I do not want to concentrate ever. That was a huge move. Desperate stakes here, and he's pulled out a massive powerbomb through that table. McGavin's not moving.
No, he is not. Technically, Ward's not on his feet either. Julian Ward, I tell you what, you want to talk guts and determination. This guy has it and then some. He's mixed it up with some of the best in EPW in the last year, and he impresses each and every time he gets inside the squared circle.
Both men have a point to prove here, and you see McGavin take him to the outside. But because they've got this point to prove, whether it's to each other, whether it's to themselves, you're just going to see these things. I mean, no man should have just stood up there before the 10 count.
No, but this is personal. It means so much to both men. Julian Ward's a bloody mess. He's not going to rest on his laurels. Meanwhile, McGavin, voted wrestler of the year last season, just hit him in the head with a bloody toolbox.
Well, a lot of fans incorrectly call him a tool, and that's the PG version of it, but he had the toolbox, and that actually makes sense to be under the ring.
And it's completely legal. What the hell is this? There's one. Screwdriver. Oh, come on. Surely referee Willie Thompson, there is no disqualification here, I get it, but a screwdriver. He can't stab a man, surely.
Maybe it's Sonic.
This is tense. Oh, he's just digging into the open wound on the head of Julian Ward. Gavin McGavin, even for him, this is another level. Look at the look in McGavin's face. Julian Ward, meanwhile, is all carved up.
I think going through that table is something.
Surely not.
Looks like a huge United Gosnells.
Come on, mate. Looks like is that some form of chloroform or some... So there's going to be one way to put your opponent out. I'll tell you what, it'll sting those open gashes on the head of Ward as well.
Right back to that wound, just digging it in. Yeah.
Oh, it's vicious. You know what, I'm a little bit scared right now. I think we should... this is not looking like a safe place for either of us here. Gavin and Ward on the outside here. Ward, the punishment he's taking, oh my God, he's gone up the five-inch carry.
They're right on top of us, and I don't like this a damn bit.
Tell you what, we've been doing this for a long time and it never ceases to scare me. Oh, McGavin. Oh, German suplex off the apron through a dead table. McGavin is very well known for those German suplexes, but off the reapron and through a bloody table, EMAC.
That was instinct as well. I know that he's cold, he's calculating, but that is just another level.
I've got my run sheet here, which now has blood splattered all over it from the impact. Julian Ward, count up to 7. McGavin's on his feet. Ward with 1 second to go. Gets his feet up.
How in the heck did he do that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Referee Willie Thompson letting everyone know Ward is still in it, and I tell you what,
You might need to let Ward know he's still in it. He is staggering all over the place here.
Very loose on his feet.
I mean,
Lost a lot of blood.
He has been through an absolute war here, bleeding from the head, welts on the back, and there's no doubt that he is not loopy after going through that table.
Without a doubt, and the crowd showing respect for Julian Ward. I tell you what, you can't help but love this guy. The tenacity and never say die attitude of Julian Ward is in full effect in this matchup. Last man standing. But Gavin now, he's...
An all-round strategy here now, working on the legs. Is that a rope?
Yeah, he's tied. He's got the rope around the foot of Ward. If Ward's foot, if he can't make his way up on his feet by this way, McGavin's going to win. This is... I mean, I've made
Gotta say,
very
you're
vocal.
complimenting McGavin here. What's going
I
on?
was going to say, I'm very vocal in my distaste of how McGavin conducts himself, but that is a damn near stroke of genius. Ward's, I think, trying to take him to the boot.
Yes. It's not a knockout match, it's a last man standing match, and... Oh, there he goes.
He's only got one boot on, but he's still in the matchup. Who knows what the hell we're going to see next here, Eric? Oh, straight to the ankle with a kendo stick. Damn. Oh, no.
He has just gone up another level in this match. We know McGavin is underhanded, we know he's crafty, we know he takes shortcuts to get the victory.
Eric.
But... Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's
Completely unprotected.
He's going to break the ankle. Oh, he stomps onto the chair. Ward may have a broken ankle, broken leg. Crowd not happy about that at all.
McGavin almost looks possessed. And now picks up that lifeless limb.
Oh, he's locked in the ankle lock. Eric, it should be noted, the 10 count does not start until Gavin McGavin releases the hold. And tapping out, do you know?
No. And I don't think, in fairness, Ward's the sort of person who will tap out.
He's standing on his face while dishing it out, and now the 10 count begins. That unprotected leg and ankle of Julian Ward, not only after the stomp onto the chair, but the ankle up as well. You can, I could not fathom the amount of pain that Julian Ward is in right now.
Looking out. I don't know if he knows exactly where he's looking to, but he's looking out to the audience and they're getting right behind him.
A lot of Ward fans and a lot of McGavin haters here at Cyril Jackson Rec Center. Ooh. He clearly can barely stand.
You don't have to be up forever. All you have to do is answer that 10 count.
That's all about in this one. He's hobbling on one leg. That's McGavin. No, he's not done yet. Oh! McGavin head first into the steel chair. Ward. Oh, plants him down.
Usually you talk about a second win, but this has to be the 37th win here for Ward. Digging deep.
Setting up the chair. Oh! Death Valley driver onto the steel chair.
Right to the small of the back there. And, you know, your back controls a lot of your muscles and your legs, and it's all connected. So you've got that. Oh, he's throwing chairs on him now. Seriously, who throws a chair?
Julian Ward doing anything he can right now just to buy himself some time.
This is an absolute battle, and no matter what they say outwardly, you've got to know that these two are earning a whole level of respect for one another.
You'd like to think so, because they're leaving nothing behind. This has been one of the biggest feuds of 2018 so far here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. It's all coming to a head right here before it. Look at McGavin's face, says it all. Oh, kendo stick shots. So he's going to go out for another. Oh, down he goes.
That's his Bomb Valley death.
I like that. Referee Willie Thompson.
And after all that both these men have been through, that's his finishing move. That's got to be it.
Normally I'd say yes, but after what I've seen in this matchup so far, I'm not convinced. McGavin using referee Willie Thompson's belt for leverage, and he falls straight back down.
I think he's named that belt John Stockton. A huge assist there.
I like it. Julian Ward. Julian Ward's thrown another table into the mix here, as if everything we've seen so far has not been enough.
Hasn't that under the ring family been through enough already? They've already lost one of their tables.
Looks like another one is getting set up here by Ward.
See the cogs ticking over here.
Both men desperate to do anything they can. As you hear those shots to the head.
Nothing beats the brutality of just straight right hands. Ward's pointing to the skies.
He's got McGavin out on the table. McGavin's rolled to the table. Ward, rapid, so a little bit slow moving.
Oh. No, there's that rag or towel.
Both men in a bad position right now.
Very precarious up here. And it looks like he's actually got that towel pressed to his face, and you're seeing Ward slowly lose his consciousness.
Oh, both men through the table. Julian Ward just folds over himself.
Crowd counting along. After all we've seen, they think that this must be it. Trying to get Ward to his feet.
Would both men be able to get to their feet? McGavin, he rolled out and got to his feet.
Oh, winner of this match, a real wrestler, Gavin!
At the very last second, he rolled underneath that bottom rope, held onto that rope, and his feet hit the floor, answering the 10 count. McGavin with the win over Julian Ward, last man standing.
Say what you will, and you often do about him, Olsen, but that is clever. Did not have the energy to get to his feet in the ring. Simply rolls out and lets gravity do the rest.
What a hellacious matchup for one of the hottest feuds in EPW for 2018, coming to a head here at EPW's Evolution. You got to hand it to both competitors. Tremendous work. Well, there you have it, and that concludes this episode of EPWTV. If you want to see any of our shows in full, they are available at the High Spots Network, Power Slam TV, Demand Progress, and of course, the Explosive Pro Wrestling Vimeo channel, where our From the Vault section has over 100 shows for you to enjoy.
And of course, if you want all the latest news and ticket info for our events, go to our website, epwperth.com, or check out any of our social media.
On behalf of Eric Mac, myself, Dean Olsen, we'll see you next time.